come stand on this side.
Stand on the side.
And you're looking off this. So hey everybody, we're here with Chris. I know you should be.
Yeah.
What's up with the? You don't have.
Turn
There's
on
no.
this way.
There's
There you
no. Because there's no. Is it there? All right, there it
Yeah.
is. Fantastic.
Look this way. Hey.
So hey everybody across the Driving Vision, the Zeigler Kalamazoo Marathon, and the Zeigler Auto Group world. We're here at Gazelle Sports with owner Chris Lampencrow. Chris, welcome.
Hey, good to see you, Sam.
It's awesome to be here in your store. I actually had the first time I was able to go visit your store up in Holland, Michigan. I didn't know that existed. Zeigler Auto Group recently bought 4 stores up there, and the store there was as beautiful as here. And what a great setting up there in Holland,
Love
Michigan.
downtown Holland, yeah. And we have a couple events down there that are great, the Tulip Time, of course, and then we do this event called RTS, which is road, trail, and sand. It's like you have to get through all 3 of those things. So
running, biking, or what do you do?
Running,
How do you do it?
So that's Holland is known for sand. So hey, we got sand.
I'll tell you, Holland is a gem in all of Michigan. It's one of the most beautiful places. Kalamazoo's a beautiful place, and you're in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Not to be an advertisement for Gazelle Sports, but
well, thank you.
You have some really iconic places on your footprint. So, Chris, we're here in large part. We're here to kick off the registration for the Zeigler Kalamazoo Marathon. A lot of that is thanks to you. What year is this in for the marathon?
Well, the marathon was a brainchild of a few of us in Kalamazoo, and we went to Borges. Blaine Lamb went to Borges in 2010 and said, hey, we want to do a marathon with the Borges Run for the Health of It.
Yeah.
And they agreed, and we put on the first marathon in 2011. So this is now counting, we're going to be in 2024, so I guess that's year 13, although we missed a year, so maybe let's just count it as a good dozen, right?
Yeah, let's skip 13, right? That's not a lucky number in the running world anyway. So as you think about the 2024 race, this one coming up next year that we'll begin registration for today, what are you looking forward to in this next year?
Well, number one is just get more people out and enjoying outdoors, enjoying downtown, but also enjoying the peers that are come together like tonight. We're in this place and there's a run tonight at 5:30, and there's just the energy and the people, and they support each other. And that's the great thing about running. It's like any pace you run is fine. We welcome everybody and we celebrate everybody. And so it really is the Zeigler Kalamazoo Marathon and the 5K walk, the kids event, 10K half marathon. They are all really a celebration, I think.
And it is a great community, isn't it? I look, our audience on the podcast, but also on the video, can't see everybody that's gathered here. You've probably got 30 or 40 people who here, once we kick off the registration in about 15 minutes, they'll head out for a run. And you do this on a regular basis, which forms a community. Where are you going to run to today after we kick off the race registration?
Well, I think there's people that are running 2 miles, 4 miles, and 6 miles. So it's just an out and back. But every Tuesday night, we just have a fun run. Tonight we have a vendor with us, Adidas. You can try on some shoes and run with them. Next week I think is Strut with Your Mutt. So we have, people bring their dogs down and we run with dogs and have a great time. So there's always something fun happening at Gazelle Sports. We just want to support you and your running, whether you're just starting or if you're a veteran runner. Come down and we'll support you for sure. Not only with product, with great fun events like this.
So, Chris, you're the owner of Gazelle Sports. So I'm going to ask you the question I always get as one who works for a car dealership. People are always saying, well, what kind of car do you drive? I'm going to say you can run in any pair of shoes. And on the eve of the registration, when we're going to click open the Zeigler Kalamazoo Marathon registration here in just a moment, if you could pick any shoe from your inventory, is it unfair to put you on the spot and say, which shoe do you choose,
Boy,
Chris?
I'm going to get in trouble.
I know, you might get in trouble.
Yeah,
remember, Adidas is here, right?
Here's the thing with training for, almost any event, but, I've been running for, since, let's see, about 51 years I've been running, and it's a good thing to actually rotate shoes. And
okay, so you need variety in shoes.
I do need
so
variety,
Chris,
and so yeah.
Is this a good running shoe?
That you could run in it if you're running away from a
that's right.
It's
rabid
not a good
dog.
running
shoe though. No, it's not a good running shoe.
We need to get you some good running shoes. Yeah.
All right, today's the day. I'm going to find it.
All right.
What's your vision for the Zeigler Kalamazoo Marathon 5 and 10 years down the road? Where do you want this to go?
This event is so special to Kalamazoo, but it's also a extremely important event for our region, our state, and even the Midwest. And we really see this as a premier event that brings people together in Kalamazoo in the spring throughout the Midwest and really the nation. And so this is going to be, it already is generating the kind of interest that we're so excited with people coming from Indianapolis, Columbus, Detroit, Ann Arbor, Traverse City, Chicago, Milwaukee. And so all around, people are coming to Kalamazoo, finding out this is a great city. It's a great place to work and play, and also a great place to come and be entertained and do a little exercise called running. So, yeah, we're super excited about the direction of this event.
So to your point, Chris, there's a lot of people from our audience who are nationwide who don't know those iconic places in Kalamazoo. The marathon this past year went through Western Michigan Stadium, right? And
a place just heard great rave reviews. Yeah, absolutely. In Western Michigan, the Broncos, they were so nice to host us. They had their athletic teams all lined up in the stadium cheering for people just coming through. It was awesome.
I think about Pfizer and going by Stryker. A lot of people don't realize that Pfizer has huge manufacturing plants. Stryker has their global headquarters here.
Yeah.
Gibson guitars, you taught me this. Gibson guitars were founded and created here. Bell Brewery, Bell is created here.
Absolutely,
right?
Yeah. There's lots of iconic global companies and companies that have started off with an entrepreneur and are now global, like Stryker and Pfizer, certainly part of this community. They're not only part of the community, they're part of this event because they know how important it is to promote health with running and with walking and with families, with kids. And so they get involved with these kind of things, but they put a lot of effort. They put volunteers on the course. They have lots of runners of their staff that are employees that are out there. So we're so excited to have companies like Stryker and Pfizer support the Zeigler Kalamazoo Marathon and all the events of that weekend.
All right, so Chris, last question, and then we'll go one moment closer to kicking off this race registration. When you think about the race last year, what surprised you most about the Zeigler Kalamazoo Marathon in 2023? I have one thought, but what's your what surprised you most about the race last year?
You know, the surprise for me actually was I was at Waldo Stadium, Western's Waldo Stadium. The surprise for me was how fun people had running through that stadium. And they came in, they might have been, just kind of getting themselves going. They came out with smiles and high fives, and they were on the way to, whether it's a 10K half marathon or marathon, they were on their way to a great experience in Kalamazoo. So
everybody
that really
had just
was
a great time, right? I'm going to tell you what shocked me.
Okay.
So the week before the marathon, it was 80 some odd degrees.
Oh.
The day of the marathon, it snowed, it rained, it blew, it was terribly cold. And guess what? Despite that, just to show how hardy runners are and what a great community it is, there was a smile on every face that came across that finish line. And
absolutely.
That's part of that community you talk about and what makes this whole race so exciting. So
yeah, you never know what weather Michigan's going to have, but at the same time, you can run in anything, just dress appropriately.
Yeah. Hey, Chris, thank you so much. We appreciate you being here again. Chris Lampencrow, head of Gazelle Sports. You've been involved in the Kalamazoo Marathon for a long time. So thank you.
Thanks, Sam.
All right. Good. So now we need to go find someone else to keep this live until we kick off. So let's see if with Carrie or no. See, I'm trying to lure in. You're going to do the big announcement, though, right? Yeah. Trying to lure in guests to get an interview. Hey, Sarah, come talk. All right. So next up is Sarah. So Sarah,
Hi.
you are the social media head for the Zeigler Kalamazoo Marathon?
I am the marketing gal.
The marketing gal.
Yeah.
And you were famously here last time. You and I talked about this. And we learned something surprising about you as the head of the Zeigler Kalamazoo Marathon, which is?
I hate running.
You hate running. And yet, you still support the community and the excitement that happens as a result of this event every time. So thank you. What's something interesting most people don't know about doing social media for a marathon?
Well,
What might surprise most people, Sarah?
it helps if you like running.
But it's not a requirement. You
It
don't
is
have
not
to
a
run.
requirement because the marathon isn't just about running.
Yeah.
It's about community.
Yeah.
And my whole career I've dedicated to Kalamazoo and growing the community up.
Yes.
And it's been extra important ever since COVID, getting those opportunities available again.
Yep.
So if you don't like running like me, there's still many ways you can get involved. There is a 5K walk that you can participate in, and I do love walking. My partner and I have been walking a lot lately thanks to Pokemon.
Oh yeah, playing the iPhone games. I
Yep.
like it. That's
Yep.
cool. Good for you.
But also, being a lover of the Kalamazoo community, there are many volunteer opportunities you can do throughout the weekend as well. Hundreds. We need many, many volunteers. So if you're interested in the community but maybe don't like running like myself, there's always those opportunities for you as well.
So that's a really big myth. A lot of people think, hey, to run a Kalamazoo Marathon, I need to be a marathoner. I need to be a fast runner. In fact, there's races for every interest level. There's the marathon, there's the half marathon, there's the 10K, there's the 5K, there's even a 1 mile kids run, right?
That is correct.
Walking is encouraged all the way through. And then the run requires a massive number of volunteers, as we all found. People who show up and serve and give back in interesting and different ways, right? Right down from serving beer, which you enjoyed doing that this past time.
I served many beers last year.
To throwing sandbags, which I think I developed a few muscles throwing sandbags this past year.
Yep.
So
I got a massage right after the massage last year from all of the sandbags that I had to
it was
carry.
nuts, wasn't it? It was
was a
absolutely
lot.
crazy. So, all right. Well, Sarah, Director of Marketing, Zeigler Kalamazoo Marathon, we're happy to have you here. Thanks for spending a moment with us. Anything you're looking forward to, last question, when you think about the 24 marathon?
I'm just looking forward to being out in the community again. There's nothing like coming downtown and seeing it vibrant and full of life and all of your community members coming out to support.
Yeah, that's awesome. Sarah, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
All right, now you should go see if you can find me another victim here as we continue. And I may actually pan it around. No, but I think we're going to save her for last until we get this kicked off. So we're just another, 5 minutes away from the actual kickoff, where Carrie will press the button, and Carrie is going to give us. Thank you so much, Tom, for being here.
Hey, Sam, how you doing today?
Doing fantastic.
Good.
All right, give us what's your involvement in the marathon?
So, wow. I mean, this goes way back to a number of years. I mean, actually ran the Borges races since the mid-'80s, and I'm helping with the marketing and stuff for the Zeigler Kalamazoo Marathon. I mean, we're so supportive. We love the sponsors and stuff. We wouldn't be able to put the race on without
So when you see the Zeigler Kalamazoo Marathon on television, as it's been on, when you see it in the radio and other places, it's a lot of your efforts and the efforts of a lot of people out there as they seek to get the word out about this. Because truly, isn't it true that the more people that are involved in this, the more fun it is?
Again, the whole thing about the community, I mean, it's not just participating in the events, the races, but volunteers and the sponsors and the community, downtown Kalamazoo, the neighborhoods. Everybody is so geeked, and that's what's so special about the Zeigler Kalamazoo Marathon. It runs through these neighborhoods, and people are so appreciative. The runners are so appreciative when people come out and, just cheer them on.
Plus, people come up with some pretty interesting things. So there are stations or stops along the way within the marathon. One of my favorites was Gummy Bear Forest, right?
Gummy Bear Forest.
Awesome.
Yeah.
They give out cool cups of gummy bears to runners. Another huge one is the Bacon Station, right?
The infamous Bacon Station has been world renowned now. That the Bacon Station, why do runners want a piece of bacon?
And yet,
They love it. It's really cool. I mean, So we also had pickle pit this year.
Okay, yeah,
So-
I saw that. I didn't pass it, but
Yeah, people take little shots of pickle juice and stuff, and again, it's for everybody. So the potassium in the pickles is
yeah,
really,
yeah, it
really
helps
the-
with runners' cramps and all, the whole
Yep.
deal, right? So, what's your favorite when you think about the marathon over the years? One of the things we get to think about today is we get to reflect on the history. What's your favorite moment in the marathon over the years? Is there a moment that stands out to you above and beyond others?
You know, when you see people come across that finish line and they have completed, especially for the first time,
Yeah.
the euphoric feeling and that physically the emotion is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Everyone is so committed, you know, and that's one after another is really kind of.
What is it about a tough event like a marathon, no matter the distance you run? You always run into adversity. There's always a moment where it's like there's a runner's wall, right? That's created in the running world. And you get over that, and there's a sense of achievement and accomplishment, but also of community. Why? What is it about adversity in running that creates that community?
Well, it's interesting. A lot of people who do walk or run or keep health in their life, there's this kind of thread that ties all these people together.
Yeah.
And again, it's like they're very social minded,
Yeah.
conscious. Health is important to them. So I think that's the thread that keeps people together. And again, here in Kalamazoo, the run camp in itself keeps people engaged through starting in December all the way through May. There's other running communities, clubs and stuff in town. I mean, Kalamazoo, the Kalamazoo area, I mean, it is known as a running, committed to the
Yeah.
healthy lifestyle and committed, and Zeigler has definitely helped set
Which
out.
is to say something, because we don't live in Florida. In the wintertime, what's the coldest you've ever been out running?
Oh my gosh. It had to been just a little bit above zero for me. I mean,
Yeah.
if it gets below 10, it gets a little hard, but
Now, what's great about running is you can always bundle up a little bit,
Yep.
but to your point, if you're going to stay comfortable enough to run, you get to a certain temperature, and it's not going to happen below negative something, right?
But you know what? When you're in a run group and they're on Saturday mornings and stuff, you feel committed to be there for the rest
Yeah.
of the people, whether you just make it a mile that day
Yeah.
or 2 miles. But it's by the end of the run, you say, "Hey, I accomplished this, and I
Yeah.
can do whatever I want the rest of
Yeah.
Saturday, whether it's
Yeah.
sleep or eat."
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for all you've done over the years, contributing to the marathon, keeping the legacy alive, and with marketing and getting the word out. The marathon wouldn't be what it is today if it weren't for you and your interaction. Do you have any predictions about stations that'll show up next year? Anything interesting or exciting for 24? We have the bacon station,
Yeah.
we have the gummy bear forest, we have the pickle whatever.
Yeah, we've got a couple of new ones.
Okay.
Are bringing them in.
Do you want to reveal any at this point, or is it a top secret thing at this point?
Well, we're looking for the right arena for bringing back Popsicle Hill.
Oh, Popsicle Hill. Tell me what that is.
Oh, when you get it to the top of the hill, you are given a popsicle.
Popsicle.
People, I mean, just love that
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, that's what makes this event so unique in the
Yeah.
United States is all these, like, I've got to come to Kalamazoo.
Yeah.
They've got pickle
Gummy
pit,
bears.
gummy bears, bacon station. So hopefully we can bring that back in.
That's awesome. Well, we look forward to it. To all our listeners, come join us. We're about to launch the registration, Zeigler Kalamazoo Marathon here, 2024 race. We're just a couple minutes away. Thank you so much for being with us.
You bet.
All right. All right, everybody. So I think we're about there. Oh.
So I'm speaking into the camera.
Yes.
Can I get all my runners and walkers and everyone that's participating both in the Zeigler Marathon
May not use
kickoff
the hype button because
for
it's after
registration
5:30,
stuff
but
like
we'll
that.
just say it's open.
And then, anyways, I've Carrie here. She's going to go ahead and discuss what's going on, and then I will start talking about our actual route for tonight. So anyways, give your attention.
Hi, everybody. I see some familiar faces and new faces. I'm Carrie Drake. I'm the race director of the Zeigler Kalamazoo Marathon, but I'm joined here by a number of our team members who do the heavy lifting as well, so I thank them. But we're just excited to be here and really kick off our registration. We've had some early bird registration open, but today really marks the official opening. And we're excited to announce a couple of new things and old things. So one of the things that's coming back that you may remember is the 50 State Challenge. So we'll be continuing to try to attract people from out of state. So if you have friends from out of states, please have them register. If they're the first one to register in their state, they're going to get a free entry and some really awesome swag for the race, which is great. And then we are adding something new, which is the marathon relay. So if you want to complete a marathon, but that distance feels a little bit daunting, this is a great way to get your toes wet and see the course. 3 to 5 of your friends can come out and run the course. There are really awesome legs from about 3.5 miles to 6.5 miles. So they're pretty well rounded out with some good exchange points. So we're excited to offer that too. I'm going to put Sam on the spot here. We're lucky to be joined by Zeigler tonight, who is title sponsor and really helped ensure that this legacy of running and walking and movement in our community stays in our community. So Sam, if you'd say a couple words, that'd be great.
Absolutely. So we're super grateful to be part of the Zeigler Kalamazoo Marathon. I work with the Auto Group. We have an annual charity event called Drive for Life, and this is the big event that excites us about giving back to the community and supporting health in our community. So Matt Thomas, who's in the back, and myself, we work side by side with Carrie. And it's exciting and it's humbling to be part of a group like this of runners who are committed to health and community and celebrate it by kicking it off today. So thank you, Carrie.
Yeah, thank you. And we're joined here by Elena, Chris Lampin-Kroll, Sarah, and Tom, also who are on our committee in different capacities, from operations to marketing, to just one of the catalysts in general. So you guys are going to have a great run today. It's a little warm, so stay hydrated. If you haven't seen, we've got some shoe tags, which can also be nice little keychains, along with some shoelaces if you guys want those. Those are here for you. Come up and grab one, or two if you want. Otherwise, I'm not in the camera. Otherwise, I'll hand it over to Mike. So I should have said first and foremost, thank you to Gazelle Sports for hosting us tonight and allowing us to be here.
Section. It is busy, so use the crosswalk, all those good things. Your turnaround for that 6-mile mark, if you're trying to get a total of 6 miles, is the library, and it's not the actual, where books are held. It's a bar. But again, out and back. So you go as far as you want to, as fast, as slow, whatever, and then you just turn around. For those who want to do track, you'll see the track off to your left. We're just going to meet in the gate. All right, and then I'll give some direction on what we're going to do on the track itself. Okay? Any questions thus so far? both ways for vehicles. Try to stick together in some form or fashion. Don't run in and out of traffic and all those good things. So just be mindful of those stuff. If you don't have any questions, I would like to try to maybe condense everybody this way just to get a quick photo, and then we'll start taking off. So, all right. Look at those.
All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Carrie, you got to say the race is open now.
I know. Everybody, the race is open now, and if you are a little intimidated maybe by these different distances, please, please, please check out Run Kalamazoo Run Camp. Registration is open right now for Run Camp as well, and that's training to all of our events. See you there.
That's awesome. Carrie, thank you. We appreciate it. To our entire audience, register now for the 2024 Zeigler Kalamazoo Marathon. Thanks, everybody.